the the first module, okay, under which we'll be learning about belt and rope drives. Okay, so belt and rope drives, you might have noticed in many of the machines. Even you have worked with the lathe, right? You might have noticed how the power is being transferred from the motor to a machine. Okay, so in especially in the lathe, and even you have noticed the power in uh, chain drives, belt drives, rope drives. Okay, so these are the things you might have noticed. So based on that, we will be learning about. Okay, coming to the problem, a flat belt drive is required to transmit 20 kilowatts power at 1440 rpm. The driver and the driven shafts are approximately 3 meters apart. The diameter of the pulley mounted on a driver and the driven shafts are 300 millimeters and 450 millimeters respectively. The weight density of the selected belt material is 9.7 kilonewton per meter cube. The allowable design stress is 2 Newton per millimeter square and the coefficient of friction is 0.3. Determine first one length of the belt, second width of the belt if thickness is 6 millimeters, third one initial tension in the belt, fourth one we need to determine is the centrifugal tension in the belt. Now let us see what are the data given. So data is power 20 kilowatts and the speed 1440 rpm and the distance between the centers of the drive is 3 meters or nothing but 3000 millimeters. Thickness of the belt is 6 millimeters. Diameter is 300 millimeters and bigger pulley is diameter of 450 millimeters, capital D, and weight density 9.7 kilonewton per meter cube, that is 9.7 into 10 to the power 3 newton per meters cube. And what we have is the design stress sigma d is 2 newton per millimeter square and the coefficient of friction is mu is equal to zero point 0.3. So these are the data we have for this problem. Coming to the length of the belt calculations, so for that we need an angle of contact on a smaller pulley, which is calculated by using equation theta s is equal to pi minus 2 into sine inverse of capital D minus small d divided by 2c. So this is the equation for the angle of contact on a smaller pulley. And if you can substitute the values of small d and capital D as 450 and 300, and distance between the two pulley centers is 3000 millimeters, and you get the angle of contact on a smaller pulley is 3.091 radians. Similarly, you can contact angle of contact of larger pulley. The equation theta L is equal to pi plus 2 into sine inverse of d minus d divided by 2c. So again, you substitute the values of capital D and small d and c, and you get the equation. I mean the value of angle of contact of larger pulley is theta L is equal to 3.191 radians. This is how you calculate the length of the belt. Now we calculate the length of the belt. Okay, so we have equation L is equal to root of 4c square minus d whole square plus half into capital D into theta L plus small d into theta s. So if you substitute the values of small d, capital D and c, theta L and theta s, we can calculate the length of the belt. Okay, so if you substitute capital D as 450, small d as 300, so the distance between the center C is equal to 3000, theta L is equal to 3.19 theta s is equal to 3.091. In the equation of length of the belt, we get length of the belt is almost equal to 7,179.97 millimeters, so approximately uh, you get almost 7 meters of length. Now we calculate the width of the belt. Okay, width of the belt equation is given by 14.5a equation in the design data handbook, where P is equal to BTV divided by 1000 sigma d minus W into V square divided by 10 to the power 6 into G e to the power mu theta minus 1 divided by e to the power mu theta. So this is the equation we use to calculate the width of the belt. Coming to the velocity, so velocity you can calculate v is equal to pi into d plus t into ns divided by 60,000. You can substitute the value of d as 300 and thickness of the belt as 6 and speed of the pulley is 1440. So you can get the width of the belt as b is equal to 162.20 millimeters. And you can calculate the centrifugal tension in the belt, which is given by Tc is equal to sigma c into A. Sigma c is the tension in the belt, I mean the stress in the belt, and A is the area of cross section. So if you can substitute sigma c is equal to W V square by 10 to the power 6 into G, and if you can substitute all these values, and you can find the value of centrifugal tension, I mean the stress is equal to 0.5263 Newton per millimeter square. So this is the value of sigma c, and if you substitute the value of A, okay, so now T suffix C, centrifugal tension is given by 0.5263, where area is width into thickness. Width is 162.20 and thickness of the belt is 6. So if you can substitute the value of that, you can calculate the TC value that comes out to be 512.22 newtons. So this is the value that we have. And coming to the initial tension in the belt, initial tension is nothing but a ratio of belt tension considering the effect of centrifugal tension is given by T1 minus Tc divided by T2 minus Tc is equal to e to the power mu theta. So this is the equation for the ratio of belt tension considering the initial tension in the belt. So now we can see tight side tension T1 is equal to sigma d into A, that is the design stress into area of cross section. So we can calculate T1 is equal to 2 into 162.20 into 6. So design stress is 2 Newton per millimeter square. So if you can substitute, it comes out to be 1146.52 newtons. So this is the tight side tension T1 that we calculate. Coming to the power equation, power is nothing but T1 minus T2 into V divided by 1000. We know the value of power. Okay, then we know the value of T1 and V. Now only unknown in this equation is T2, so that can be calculated from the given equation, so which comes out to be 1079.67 newtons. So this is the slack side tension that we have. So we know T1, T2 and Tc. Now we can calculate the value of ratio of belt tensions. Okay, so we know that root of T1 plus root of T2 is equal to 2 times the initial tension. That is what we need to calculate. So we need to calculate the T naught, or nothing but the initial tension in the belt, by substituting the values of T1 and T2 from the this equation. Okay, so and we can calculate initial tension, it comes out to be 1481.39 newton. So this is the initial tension in the belt. Okay,